Hello, hi. We are Group 71 for Lex 2049, and today is we are going to record our fifth video, and we are going to discuss about the topic or the title that we're going to put on our news about world economics or economics in our country. And I'm going to start introduce myself first. So my name is SHIUN. So my matrix number is 204228.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is HAIYU. My metric number is 2143663.
Hello, my name is FATT and my matrix number is 203359.
Hi, my name is SITI RUBAYYI and my matric number is 202090.
Hi, my name is HASANAH JOHARI. My matric number is 200999.
My name is CHEAH. My matric number is 202007.
My name is ROSLEE. My matric number is 202009.
My name is ZHENG and my matrix number is 203528.
So we start our first news from FATT.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, wait a second. Okay. And the news I get from is from the Star, and it's talk about Malaysia can weather the economy shocks, and the news is about the former Bank Negara Malaysia Governor Tan Sri Dr. Jeti Akhtar Aziz say that Malaysia economy has the capability to undergo the undergo the economy potential crisis lah. This is because the central bank, you know what is the central bank, right? The bank of Bank Negara, the nation bank, it's called that. It's called like that. Yeah, will play a very important role if economy crisis occur, because they have the ability to manipulate the economy situation in our country, like control the money like that.
Okay.
Yeah, like the inflation, they can manipulate like that. So during the time of crisis, and she also encouraged students taking the master program that include the knowledge and skill to be high potentials to be a central bank bankers in the future for facing the challenge of complex economy and political environments. So I choose this news because this can let us know now our Malaysia economic status like still good Yeah, so can undergo the current economic shock like if China and the US trade issues will may affect the whole world, right? So Malaysia can undergo this effect and this news also encourage students and everyone to become a central banker in the future to advance our country's economy. Yeah. Thank you. That's all for me.
I'm going to share you the news is that the Belt and Road Initiative. The title is "The difficulty will be solved if the trade continues." You know the Silk Road, right? The one of the strategy of China. Since the implementation of the Northeast revitalization strategy, the overall effect has been remarkable. But at present, the overall revitalization of Northeast China still faces many difficulties, and some long-term institutional obstacles need to be further broken to speed up the overall revitalization and opening up the Northeast China. We need to firmly grasp the new opportunities for regional economic integration in Northeast Asia, and speed up the pace of transformation and upgrading, and deeply integrate into the Belt and Road Initiative to create a grand pattern opening up to outside the world in the Northeast China. Okay, that's all. So it's about the difficulties the China faces.
Okay. Economic issues that China is facing. Okay. So my news is from Star Online, and the title of my news is Bring GST back. Dr. Mahathir say government will consider if people want it. So the writer is by Mark Zwin, Nick Anis, and Joseph Kaus. Yeah. So removing the GST. Removing GST was one of the promises from Pakatan Harapan. They said that they will remove it, they will suspend it once they become the new government of Malaysia. And after taking Putrajaya, Pakatan suspended the GST in June 2018 before reintroducing the SST on 1st September of this year. So the current issues is that they said that they are comparing the GST, SST, and they are comparing SST and GST, and they are considering to bring back the GST, just like bring back the old things lah. So I think that it's a very interesting issue whether which taxes is actually better, and they are planning to bring down the tax of GST from 6% to 3%, which means it's also lower down. So it might be better for us because in some case, when we really go deeper and go to check out whether what's that GST about and how it helps to build up our country economics, it actually helps a lot. So right now they bring down the taxes. I feel that we'll give more benefits if we bring back the GST compared to SST. So if this will be the news that we're going to discuss in our forum, so I think that it will be quite fun. Because these are issues the fact that all of us should know about our taxes in our country. Yeah. Thank you.
Alright. So everyone, my news is about trade wars happening around the world. It's not around the world. It's like between US and China. So everyone knows that the two big economies of the world, one US and one China, is having wars between each other, and they are having tariffs. And war basically means tariff, like China imposed tariff to US and US imposed tariff to China. Yes. China to US and US to China. So how did it start? How did it start from the beginning? Okay, so my news is actually from Vox, vox.com, and the writer is Zishan Ali. And the title is The US Trade War Explained in Under 500 Words. So it's a very simple explanation for you to understand about the trade war happening between China and US. So how did it happen? Trade war happens when Trump's administration takes over the office of United States, the government of United States. So when he took over the government of United States, he actually, it's one of his manifestos. He wanted to have a balanced trade between US and China, because he claimed that there's a huge deficit, trade deficit. That means they import more than their export between US and China. So US feel that it's a very, unhealthy trade, unhealthy relationship between them, and he claimed that United States helping China to build up its economy. That's why they want to impose tariff on Chinese goods. So there's a saying like in United States where when a Chinese product they want to when a US company they want to enter the market of China, they usually it's okay, when US they want to when US company like tech company or some company they want to enter the market of Chinese, they always have to trade their intellectual property so that they can get the market in China. That means they have to do technology. They have to transfer or teach their technology to the Chinese company in order to exchange the market they want to get. Yeah. So they claim that that's a theft, it's a technology theft from China, but it's actually a win-win situation for me. And US has already imposed many tariffs, and Chinese government has also retaliated to the taxes from United States, and this on back and back tariffs imposing has caused trade war on the effect can be seen all around the world. Like the goods are becoming more expensive for people to buy, and actually Trump's intention is to make America good again. That's what he wanted to do, and he wants every company in China to go back to US to bring back the company, their factory there, so that the production line will not be in China, but be in US. Yeah, because they say they are buying too much from China, and it becomes deficit for them. Yeah, about this like my piece. Alright, thank you.
Okay, for my news also about the GST. I just want to add on something that Jason said just now, because he think that SSC is better. Oh, G. Okay. But for me, I think it don't have any difference, because the price of product is also expensive, and my title is about more income from SST, say by Dr. Mahathir. Dr. Mahathir say government will consider to introduce the GST, but mostly people more prefer GST because of the business tax, you know, right? And but maybe some of them, like Dr. Chongkafa, also say GST should not be brought back because of its add burden to the B40 group. Okay. But the later news is Dr. Mahathir say by Lee Kuan Yew, there's say GST, government will not going to reintroduce the GST.
Yeah.
But for my opinion, like I also think GST system is more better than SST. Why? Because
It's more transparent.
Yeah, it's more transparent and it's more like fair for everyone.
And it can help our country gain like more stable economics, because it's transparent, know and the rules.
To generate.
But Dr. Mahathir say as the GST is new for us, so SST is better for Malaysia.
This is not new.
New, but like
I mean, when we had introduced GST for us,
Yeah. Interesting issue. Okay, next one.
My news is from CNBC, and the title is India bans onions exports after monsoon rains damage crops and prices soar. India banned the export of onions after excessive rainfall damaged crops and reduced harvest, which sent prices goes down domestically. Onions are widely consumed in India because it's a common ingredient in local food. India is one of the top exporter of onions globally, selling 2.2 billion kilograms, which worth around $514.3 million of fresh and chill version of the vegetable overseas during the 2018 calendar years, according to official trade data. The government has tried to bring down the domestic prices by reducing supplies from its national buffer stocks. It also set a minimum export price on onion shipments earlier in September at a level it had hoped would discourage falling buyers. The government also withdrew an export incentive in June.
Yeah. So, you guys know Indian onions? Have you guys eaten?
Never try.
Maybe I have eaten before, but I don't know it's from India.
Okay, let me introduce you guys about Indian onions, because Indian onions is very different from Chinese onions. It's very purplish. You guys, it's very purple.
Oh.
For me, onion is purple.
It's a dark. I mean, it's dark purple types of onions, and that's it. That's from India.
It's the small size one or the big one?
Big one.
Big one, okay.
Dark purple. So normally we will eat like the very how to say
The light color one.
yeah, the light color light purple onions. But from India it's very dark. You guys can see
Yes.
So, my article is about Saudi Arabia. My article from Metro News, written by Sam Commissioning. The title of the article is Saudi Arabia opens up to foreign tourists with new visa scheme. So, recently, Saudi Arabia opens up to foreign tourists with new visa. This new visa for 49 countries. So one of their way to attract tourists from other country is to reduce their strict rules. For example, for female visitors, they don't have to wear abaya to cover up their bodies in Saudi Arabia, or there is no restriction on unaccompanied women visiting country. The reason why Saudi Arabia opens up foreign tourists with new visa is because they want to reduce kingdom's focus on oil. So once the economic opens up to tourists, and their targets to have foreign investment and tourism from 3% to 10% by 2030. So they will have domestic visits 100 million a year by 2030. So that's all from me, and the reason why I choose Saudi Arabia is because Saudi is one of country that has a very good economy. So if you put this article in our news, so it will be one of example for the other countries.
My news is about 2020 budget from Bernama News, and the title is 2020 year budget. Okay, do you guys know book vouchers or kad siswa?
Yeah.
So in 2020 budget, they have explained that book vouchers or kad siswa will no longer be given next year. So in this news, our Youth and Sport Minister Syed Abdul Rahman said that explain why
They want to take off.
Why they don't give kad siswa next year, because they want to create more job opportunities, which means like they want to invest all the money from book vouchers to create more job opportunities
For the graduate.
in Malaysia. So that means he want to reduce unemployment problem in Malaysia, and want to increase our economy.
So now we have to choose two. What's the better one?
Yeah.
So which one is better in outing? I think.
GST is fun, I think.
Yes, yeah. It's really fun.
Okay. Okay. So now we decide one of our topic will be the GST and SST issues in Malaysia, and
The
what's the next
second
one?
one is second one. How about the second one? Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh, not mention about the world trade.
No, it's okay. I have too many news in my
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
So we have decided that the two topics we choose two topics, which is the GST SST and the Saudi Arabia oil problem, not problem. They want to how the way that they want to improve their economics by opening to the foreign investor. Yeah.
Investor. Wait. Their action is to demolish the law of wearing
Abaya.
abaya. So like the girls don't have to wear that to enter the country. So before this they have to wear.
Some places.
So in that way,
So
like
I think the tourism, because tourism is how to say is driven by people like they go around the world to travel. So by doing that, maybe they can attract more Western tourists. Yeah.
interesting. Yeah. Okay. So that's all from us
So that's
today.
all for for the
So
Okay.